Yo, once again, it's on. Back at you one more again, you know what I mean? Real Kids TV in the house like kitchen sinks. Hopefully you like the video. Feel free to comment. Definitely share, subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that post notification so anytime I bring you this heat, this action, guess what? You're amongst the first to receive it. Now, with no further ado, I want to get into this evening's video. I want to talk about prison beef. For you all that don't know exactly what I mean when I say prison beef, I mean when you have a problem with somebody in prison, or vice versa, they have a problem with you. You want to slice and dice it. Somebody has a problem with another person, if you will, in prison. Prison beefs typically don't end well. Now, I want to tell you all about a situation, you know what I mean, that happened in prison. Actually, it was the county jail, it wasn't even prison. And fortunately for all parties, it didn't turn out nearly as bad as it could have turned out. You know, if you're in the county jail, it's one of those things to where I'm in Kentucky, so actually it's kind of irrelevant, you know what I mean, other than the fact you all knowing that I'm in Kentucky, but like different county jails are structured differently. This particular county jail, they had probably 20, 22, 23 people being housed in one pod. A pod is a unit, a dorm, if you will. Now, out of 22, let's just say 23 people's in there. Because I don't want to keep saying 22, 23 people. So let's just say 23 people's in there. They probably only had 14 beds. So it means 9 people sleeping on the floors. It's equipped for 14 people. And that was tight living, you know what I mean, spaces, headquarters, if you will. But see, prison is about locking people up, making money, especially non-violent. Now, if you in there, for something, you done killed 15 people, or, you done cut somebody's head off, or you done robbed old ladies, and that's different. But I'm saying they locking you up for anything now, man. Because it's a money game. You got private prisons. Locking people up is a business. A lot of people are jumping my comments and say, oh, no, don't go to jail. That's not true. It's very true. Very, very true. Nevertheless, you got 23 people in a 14-man pod. Now, there's going to be some friction. There's going to be some controversy. There's going to be some arguments. That's just what it is. Even if it was 14 people in a 14-man pod, you're around a bunch of people you don't know. You're not around your family. You're not really being able to see your family. When you do see your family, it's through a glass for 15, 20 minutes. You can barely hear. You might not have no money to call home. Or if you do have money, it's 15, people ahead of you in the line for the phone. It's 2 phones. One of the phones is broke. It's all type of reasons in prison, or in jail rather, to have you upset. This particular situation, it was an OG. At the time, he was probably around 40. He gets into it with a young dude that's probably, if I had to guess, about 25, 26. All started over the domino games. Dominoes is big in jail. Dominoes, poker, chess, sometimes spades, you know what I mean? But those are the 4 main games that people play in jail. As far as like table games. So, they playing dominoes one night, and it's late. I'm talking about, it's probably 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, in jail, you got the steel tables. You don't have just regular tables. You have those steel tables like, what you see on TV, as far as like in the jail dorms. You got steel tables. So it's 4 people at the table. They playing dominoes. Every time this one dude plays, he slamming the dominoes. Bam! You know what I'm saying? Every time it comes around to him, bam! He's slamming the bones. That's what you call him in jail, the bone. He's slamming the bones on the table. Pause. So, it's so loud, Me, I'm immune to it because I understand, man, it's jail. It's gonna be loud in jail. You know what I mean? There ain't really too much respect. There's respect in jail, but typically that's once you get to prison. I mean, there's respect in the county, but just the county jail is just a loud, uncomfortable, violent place. You know what I mean? So the OG jumps out his rack. He goes to the restroom. You know, they laughing or whatever because, you know, the young dude that's slamming the bones, he's not really the only one that's being loud, but he's the one being the loudest. You know, if it makes any sense, he's being obnoxious. So every time the bones come, it's his turn to play. Rather, he's slamming them. Bam! You know what I'm saying? Lock the board up. You can't play. You can't play. Bam! He's slamming them. So the OG gets up, goes to the bathroom. He comes back. He say, "Hey, youngster, anyway, man, you can, you know, maybe not slam the bones or put a blanket on the table, because typically you put a sheet or a blanket on the table so it doesn't make all that noise when you know, slam the domino." Youngster wasn't hearing none of that. You know what I mean? This is jail. You know what I'm saying? You don't like it, bind out. You don't like all this noise, bind out. Bam! Keep slamming the bones. You know what I'm saying? OG's like, no problem, man. I just, you know, I was sitting over here trying to sleep, man, and, you know, I understand it's jail, but, you know, you got other guys in here trying to sleep, man, you know, but no problem, youngster, man. Y'all enjoy y'all's game. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Bam! So, you know, he continued to slam the bones or whatever. Next day, everything's cool. Nothing happens. You know, the two of them see each other because we all in the same dorm. Nobody say nothing. Now, man, let me paint a picture. The young dude, he got probably, you know, it ain't number 23 people in there. So we got, you know, 3 or 4 people that, you know, he feel like it's going to ride with him. Anything jumps off, pops off, they going to ride with him, you know. So, you know, he's feeling real tough. He's doing, you know, 1,000 push-ups a day and his pull-ups, and he walk around with his shirt off. He's cut up, you know what I mean? So he really a real tough guy in his eyes. So next couple weeks, ain't really no problem. They continue to play dominoes. It's still loud. He's still being obnoxious. Well, the OG, one morning, he finds out he's getting out. But he don't even know that he's getting out this particular morning. He had been working, you know, his lawyer had been working on this case. They call him, tell him he's getting out. I don't know if he knew he was getting out, actually. But what I'm saying basically is he didn't tell anyone he was getting out. So that's what I really should have said. But nevertheless, he's packing his stuff up. You know, it ain't really much to pack up. He's in the county jail. He's getting his stuff. It's early, like 6:30 in the morning. 5:30, 6:30 in the morning. He tells youngster, I happen to wake up because they call you over a loudspeaker. There's an intercom. You know, Jackson. I'm going to just use the name Jackson. That wasn't his name. Jackson. Pack it up. Once they say that, either you going to penitentiary or you going home. And typically when they say penitentiary, they're going to say B&B. They ain't going to say pack it up. So he knew he was going home. So I hear that. So I wake up. He's getting all his stuff together. You know, he's telling a couple people in there he's cool with. I'm gone, man. I'm gone. Well, youngin is on the bottom bunk. He's up kind of close to the door that you leave out of. Come in, leave out. You know what I mean? So OG, he taps youngin on the back. Youngster. He got all his stuff already packed up. He got a bag. He got like a laundry bag. He has like his mail and the things that he wants to take with him. He has everything in his bag, but he set it on the ground. Youngster. Hits him probably 2 or 3 times. Youngster. Wake up, youngster. You know how it is first thing in the morning when you wake up. Youngsters. Yeah, what's up, man? What's happening? Hey, youngster, let me holler at you real quick. But he's facing a wall. Youngster's facing a wall, so he has to turn over to see OG. So he turns all the way over. He's like, yeah, what's up? He don't really even know who it is. He's half asleep. He turns all the way over. OG socks him. Bow. Man, youngster went right back to sleep and started snoring. It was like a scene out of a movie. Hits him twice. Bow, bow. He goes right back to sleep. So I told you I was going to get your ass. Picks his bag up, puts it over his shoulder. I hollered y'all him out and walks out. Most gangster thing I ever seen, man. In jail. Most gangster thing I ever seen. Now, I put that on my short video earlier. And, I had a wise guy. Well, what's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is never underestimate anybody. And don't think that just because a person is being humble at the particular time, don't think that you're just gonna, do anything to that person and they just gonna let it ride. Sometimes they will, but oftentimes they won't. And he was just waiting for the right opportunity. And the little youngster got his noodle pushed all the way backwards. You know what I mean? You can't, especially no older cats, man, you can't just disrespect nobody and talk crazy to somebody. And just because they don't say nothing at that particular time, guess what? It's always in their mind. Dude disrespected me, man. So hopefully you never have to be in this situation. You never go to prison. You never have, to deal with anything like this. But by chance, if you do, man, you try to squash that. You try to, because a person will never forget. And at any given time, they may come for you, man. Real Kens TV, man. It was just a jail story that I wanted to share. I'm not glorifying it. Jail sucks. Hate prison. I hate jail. I hate all that. Just want to share that with you all. You know what I mean? Feel free to comment, share the video. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Hit that post notification so anytime I bring you this heat, this action, these videos, you'll be amongst the first to receive it. Real Kens TV, we out.